Deadliest Catch fans compare Wild Bill to the Real Housewives. Fans of Deadliest Catch seem to have found one cast member who really gets on their nerves. While there are many unique characters, many with short tempers, on the show, one has stood out. Fans do not like Wild Bill's attitude and how he treats others. They even recently compared him to the Real Housewives. Here is a look at what people are saying about Wild Bill on the Discovery Channel series. Captain Wild Bill has an intimidating reputation for Deadliest Catch. However, he is also a captain who gets things done and has extensive experience as a commercial fisherman. With that said, he can also seem very aggressive, and fans think he is getting worse as time passes, always wanting to fight those around him. A Reddit thread was started by Deadliest Catch fans who feel that Wild Bill has been getting a little carried away lately with his aggression. The OP suggested he spends every season complaining about someone on his crew. They also say he is always talking about hitting people. They finished by saying they wish someone would fight back, and that this is why he has no relationship with his child. It seemed harsh, but many of the commenters seemed to agree with the overall sentiment. While Wild Bill might be rubbing some Deadliest Catch fans the wrong way with how he acts on the reality TV show, he is going through some big troubles in life. Bill has cancer. Wild Bill went public with his cancer battle for one big reason. He said, "If I can help save 1 or 2 people on this planet, that's a good thing," via Deadline. Bill has prostate cancer. While this is usually something that grows slowly, his was different, and he had to be treated for it instantly to save his life. He said that the 8 months following this was not going to be good. However, he has since said, "My cancer numbers are good. No energy from hormones, but looks like on the backside of it for now." What are your thoughts on Wild Bill from Deadliest Catch? Do you think he is too abrasive, or do you enjoy watching him? Let us know in the comments. Sean Esalilos has been a freelance writer for over 25 years and is a voting member of the Oklahoma Film Critics Circle. He is also a published author with a book about the Stephen King Dollar Baby filmmakers. Deadliest Catch fans compare Wild Bill to the Real Housewives. A look at the parallels between two iconic TV worlds, the show Deadliest Catch has long captivated audiences with its raw portrayal of the perilous lives of Alaskan crab fishermen. One of the most compelling figures in this reality TV series is Captain Bill Wachowski, better known as Wild Bill. A seasoned veteran with a sharp wit, a no-nonsense attitude, and a penchant for getting into conflicts, Wild Bill has been a controversial yet magnetic personality on the show since his debut. Over the years, fans have drawn some striking comparisons between Wild Bill's antics and the world of The Real Housewives, a reality franchise best known for its glamorous, often dramatic, and combative stars. While these two shows might seem worlds apart at first glance, when fans break them down, the similarities are more than just skin deep. A star of drama, both Deadliest Catch and The Real Housewives draw their audiences with the spectacle of drama. While the stakes of Deadliest Catch are undeniably life and death, after all, these fishermen battle freezing waters, massive waves, and deadly tides. Wild Bill's fiery persona injects drama into the show in a way that can feel almost scripted. From yelling at his crew to clashing with fellow captains, Wild Bill is no stranger to making waves, much like the women of The Real Housewives, who are often embroiled in feuds that can stretch across seasons. What makes Wild Bill so comparable to Real Housewives stars is the way his persona seems to fuel conflict and division on the show. Whether he's sparring with a deckhand who disobeys orders or locking horns with rival captains, his interactions are charged with intensity. Much like the over-the-top confrontations between the housewives over dinner parties or charity events, Wild Bill's battles are high stakes, except instead of social capital or reputation, they often involve the livelihood and safety of his crew. Yet, in both worlds, the drama is not always about the actual conflict itself, but how it's amplified by the participants. Wild Bill's confrontations might look like an explosion of rage, but fans often tune in just as much for the aftermath as they do for the showdown itself. The tension, the build-up, and the fallout are all part of the appeal. Similarly, on The Real Housewives, whether it's an argument about a missed invitation or a tense confrontation at a dinner table, the drama feeds into the audience's desire for spectacle, even if it's ultimately about something trivial. Both Wild Bill and the Housewives play their roles in giving fans what they want: conflict and resolution. Attention. Both Wild Bill and Real Housewives stars are more than just their dramatic moments. Like many of the women on the Real Housewives franchise, Wild Bill has layers that transcend his bombastic personality. Fans may initially be drawn to his larger-than-life persona and his heated clashes, but there's also a softer side to him, one that's less publicized but just as important. For instance, Wild Bill's backstory is one of personal loss, struggle, and resilience. He is a seasoned fisherman who has weathered the highs and lows of the industry. Much like the Real Housewives who balance their personal lives with the pressures of maintaining a high-profile career or relationship. Wild Bill's decision to be on Deadliest Catch was motivated by a deep desire to keep his family afloat financially after experiencing devastating personal tragedies. This side of him resonates with fans who see that behind his gruff exterior, there is someone who has been through their own struggles, whether it's coping with loss or fighting to maintain a career and sense of stability. Similarly, while the Real Housewives stars might be often portrayed as divas or drama queens, many of them have their own personal battles that make them more than just one-dimensional figures. Whether it's dealing with an ill family member, a broken marriage, or struggles with self-image, these women too have stories beyond their lavish lifestyles and constant bickering. In both cases, the drama on the surface only scratches the surface of deeper complexities that keep fans invested in the characters beyond just the spectacle. Leadership style and the power dynamics. Another striking parallel between Wild Bill and the Housewives lies in their leadership styles and the way they navigate power dynamics. Wild Bill, as captain, holds the ultimate authority on the boat, and this power often leads to clashes with his crew, much like how Real Housewives stars frequently battle for control or dominance within their social circles. On a fishing boat, Wild Bill must make decisions that affect everyone's safety and livelihood. His role is crucial, yet his often blunt, commanding approach can alienate those around him. In a similar vein, Real Housewives stars are at the helm of their own social ships, whether it's as the center of attention or as a leader in their friend group. When someone challenges their authority, the sparks fly. This power dynamic is particularly notable in Wild Bill's interactions with his crew members. Just like the hierarchy in the Housewives' friendships, which often sees shifting alliances and betrayals, there's a constant tension on Deadliest Catch over loyalty, respect, and authority. A disagreement between Wild Bill and a crew member can be explosive, but at its core, it's about who is in control and who is following the rules. This power struggle is as dramatic and as intense as anything viewers might see in a Real Housewives reunion. The stakes are different, of course. Deadliest Catch is about survival and livelihood, while The Real Housewives is more concerned with status and image. However, both shows reveal how power dynamics play a crucial role in maintaining control and pushing forward, often to the detriment of the relationships around them. The role of friendship and loyalty. Wild Bill's relationships with his crew members mirror the shifting and complicated dynamics of friendship seen in The Real Housewives. In both cases, loyalty is key. On Deadliest Catch, a crew that doesn't have each other's back can quickly descend into chaos, with disastrous results. Bill often faces the challenge of maintaining loyalty among his crew, while also keeping them in check. His tough love approach is not always appreciated, but it's ultimately meant to ensure their survival. The loyalty theme is just as pronounced in The Real Housewives, where the tight-knit bonds of friendship are often the foundation of the show's drama. Whether it's the rise and fall of alliances or the unexpected betrayal of a friend, the shifting loyalties of the housewives drive many of the major plotlines. Like Wild Bill, the women of The Real Housewives live in a world where loyalty can make or break their experience. Trust is often tested, and it is in those moments of testing that some of the most gripping drama unfolds. The thrill of watching both Deadliest Catch and The Real Housewives keep viewers engaged through an intoxicating blend of larger-than-life personalities, high-stakes drama, and complex relationships. While the settings might differ, one is the cold, harsh seas, and the other is the high society of various metropolitan areas, the dynamics between the individuals at the center of each show are remarkably similar. Fans tune in to witness personal conflict, to see how characters navigate their complex social worlds, and to be entertained by the chaos that ensues. Whether it's Wild Bill taking control of his boat or a Real Housewives star asserting